Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenesha Dees. October 7th will be a day remembered in the history books. It's been 1 year since the terrorist group Hamas targeted a music festival in surrounding communities in Israel. Officials say more than 1,200 people in Israel died that day, with around 250 being taken hostage. World Health Organization officials say more than 41,000 people have been killed in Gaza since the war in the Middle East began. Our Gabe Glassman was in Huntsville earlier today, where the Jewish community is remembering the day in their own way.
It was considered and is considered the largest attack upon the Jewish people since the Holocaust.
It's been a year after an attack on civilian life took place. Commemorative services in support of Israel are being held around the globe.
We talk about a return of peace, hopefully. And there are days in which I'm not sure if we can get there, and there are days in which I hold on to hope.
And after time, the message remains the same.
A year later, we continue to grieve all of the lives that have been lost. We continue to demand that the hostages be returned.
People are still remembering the horrific events which took place in Israel on October 7th, 2023. But here in Huntsville, people are holding on to hope.
The Museum of Jewish People in Israel has an exhibit called October 7th that is displayed throughout the museum itself.
Copies of the panels on display at that museum are on display at the First Baptist Church of Huntsville.
These panels are artistic expressions or creative expressions that emerged as the result of October 7th and share the diversity of response to the horrors of that day.
These art pieces help speak to all of the emotions attached to a day etched into many minds.
It speaks to the resilience, the pain, the grief, the sadness, the adversity, the quest to overcome obstacles, the celebration even of peoplehood and the sacredness of being in community. And it's very, very unique to be able to see how all of these panels express that.
Around 100 hostages remain in Gaza. In Huntsville, I'm Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 News.
And that exhibit you just saw there is on display at the First Baptist Church Life Center. A memorial service will be held at 7 p.m. tonight. Governor Kay Ivey proclaimed today a day of observance for Israel and Alabama. The statement she released said, quote, Alabama and Israel share a commitment to deeply held common values from the history of each, shaped greatly through the influence of biblical faith. Senator Katie Britt also released a statement today condemning Hamas' year-long war against Israel and honoring the victims of the October 7th attack. She says, quote, 1 year after Hamas' barbaric attack on Israel, we stand resolute in our unwavering support for the Jewish state and her right to defend herself. And today we remember and honor the memory of the victims of that horrific day and renew our vow of never again.